We left off talking about arguably one of the worst theories in the entire Bluey community, and the absolute absurdity behind its claims that Wendy and Bandit are having an affair together.
Is that right?
It undermines many of the playful activities that are a core part of Bluey as a show into ones that are only there to apparently flirt with the next door neighbor. And minimizes one of the best relationships in media that is found between the ever-sweet Chilli and Bandit, whom will pretty much do anything for each other.
I just want to give them the best life I can.
I know.
So naturally, let's ruin it a bit more by talking about the next worst theory, which is the affair between Chilli and Pat.
Woo! Shake it, Chilli!
Since this video is going to be acting as a spiritual successor to my last video, I highly recommend checking out my Bandit and Wendy affair video before continuing with this one. Since we're going to be rushing through a bit of the tidbits about this particular theory, since both affair theories were made by the same person, and, unfortunately, uses very similar logic for its quote-unquote evidence. Like the tried and true, the games they are playing is actually them flirting. And just like my last one, this fun video is going to be rather short and constructed in a way that might be, once again, non-graceful compared to my other videos, if you couldn't already tell. So where do we even begin with this? Obviously, the juicy stuff is the evidence behind this theory. But allow me just a hot minute to just give you a bit of a blazing fast rundown on the nonsensical mayhem these affair theories stirred up. The voice actor for Chilli caught wind of the theory and immediately shut it down in an interview.
Heard some slanderous things about Chilli and Lucky's dad, which are not true.
Some fans actually believe these theories to be true and supports it by believing Bandit and Chilli to be swingers of some kind, and thinking the pineapples littered around the show is a testament to this, due to pineapples being synonymous to the symbol of a swinger. However, pineapples are littered around the show since Queensland, Australia, aka where the healers live, is the land of the pineapple. It's a reference to Australian culture since Bluey exemplifies Australian culture in every episode, so let's mark the swingers thing off the list, please. Especially in the comments, don't think I didn't see you guys. Alrighty, let's move on to greener pastures on the other side of the fence with the evidence. And the first one is the greener pastures on Pat's lawn. Beyond just being a clever segue into the section, this is an actual piece of evidence the theorist likes to bring up. In the episode Hammer Barn, everyone in the Healer family has to come to terms with the fact that nothing lasts forever.
This house is falling apart.
And that although from certain perspectives, others have it better than you must still try to be happy with what you have.
I just wanted the dining room table.
You can't just get new stuff all the time.
It's a rather powerful message snuggled into a really fun episode, and in the beginning of the episode, Bandit tries to instill this life lesson into Bluey and Bingo.
Well, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
However, while teaching them this, Pat hollers over to have them check out his brand new pizza oven, and Chilli says this.
Gee, his lawn's looking great.
Now, the theorist likes to think that this implies that Chilli suggests life would be better with Pat, since once again, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, with Pat being on that other side. Yeah, that's the type of evidence we're dealing with, folks. Of course, in actuality, Chilli says this as a funny retort to Bandit literally saying the grass is always greener just a few seconds ago, since Chilli and Bandit often likes to tease each other.
Oh look, it's just like when we first met.
But I'm sure I didn't need to explain that. I mean, if we're going to take everything literally in the episode, Bluey and Bingo are canonically married to gnomes.
Mom, Bingo's husband is better than mine.
But let's move on to the next piece of evidence. Before we continue this video, I just want to announce some really exciting news that I now have my very own Pugly plushie. I remember for a long time, a lot of you buddies would say, hey, it would be awesome if you had your very own plushie. And I even got a ton of art pieces of me in a plushie form, so I went and made it a reality for you buddies. And for a limited time, you can purchase your own little goober in the comments or description. And starting today till December 1st, you can get a special Black Friday discount for 25% off your purchase if you wanted to get one. And it makes me extremely happy that some of you buddies were really thrilled when I dropped the news on my Twitter a few days ago, so much so a talented artist in the community by the name of Charlie even animated a decently old school meme format for this occasion as well, which for one, I'm a big sucker for.
Peter, Don't turn me into marketable plushies.
Once again, we're only selling these plushies until December 13th, so make sure to snag one before it's gone. Alright, back to the video, buddies. Now, one of the pieces of evidence the Theorist likes to bring up is that Bandit himself is having an affair with Wendy, so Chilli naturally chooses to have an affair as well to get back at his untrustworthy husband.
Oh, what?
Needless to say, this isn't proper evidence since it's just a creator using their own theory to support another theory. Basically just a low effort plug, which is something no respectable creator would ever do. Which is why I'm happy to say this video was sponsored by NordVPN. There's a banned episode of Bluey in America called Dad Baby that is often used in reference to these affair theories. In using NordVPN, you are able to easily watch all the exclusive episodes of Bluey that aren't normally available in your country, like the infamous Dad Baby, or even watch when these new upcoming episodes drop for the first time in Australia, and it's super easy to use. All you have to do is slide your way to whatever country you want, in this case Australia, click on it and you're connected to Australian-based servers in seconds. Once there, you just have to go to the ABC website to easily find all the episodes of Bluey, or even watch the broadcast live by pressing watch live. And you know, sometimes when you buy stuff online, prices are cheaper in different countries. Same product, same thing, just cheaper. Not only is it the fastest VPN in the market, you're also going to be able to enjoy the use of NordVPN's multiple safety features anywhere you go that helps you stay safe from malware, dark web monitoring, trackers, and even ads. And by using my special link on the screen here or in the comments or description, you can get a huge discount that allows you to get a 2-year plan plus 4 free months extra for just $2.88 per month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, admittedly, all the evidence the Theorist brings up regarding Chilli and Pat I feel are all akin to low-hanging fruit, so let's just go through these in no particular order, starting with the episode Dance Mode. This one is pretty straightforward. Chilli starts the dance due to the family playing a game that forces anyone that gets their tails touched to start dancing. And Pat just so happens to see and says this.
Woo! Shake it, Chilli!
Nothing more than some friendly encouragement or even friendly banter, I'd say, but of course this is taken by the Theorist to be Pat flirting with Chilli. Similarly, in the episode Stump Fest, Pat once again says something coy to Chilli, but also tricksy as well when the fathers in the group look to remove a stump in the healer's family's backyard, where he says this.
And the ladies watch us get all sweaty. Right, ladies?
At this point, the two mothers cheer him on, so not only does the Theorist say that this is Pat flirting to Chilli, but that this is also Chilli flirting to Pat, with the Theorist telling us to keep in mind that Chilli is doing this in a more excited tone than we've ever seen before. Keeping in mind this quote-unquote excited behavior is simply because the two mothers are inebriated, and even beyond that, the healers are the type of people to just have that type of fun-having friendship with just about everyone in their friend group, including their neighbors.
You didn't see anything.
Heck, even Bandit has banter with Pat's wife as well, so that's just how their friendship is. Which, now I'm thinking about, I'm surprised I've never seen affair stuff with Bandit and Janelle, since the Theorist is so ravenous with these type of things. And admittedly, there isn't much substance to the theory besides these small moments. Unlike the previous affair video, I can't go on to say, oh, the neighbors started acting more friendly in this episode to show their blossoming relationship and such, because Pat as a character hasn't really changed much in the story of Bluey, unlike Wendy. Now obviously I don't conform to this type of mentality, but at least there was a little bit more to the Wendy theory than just misunderstanding things as flirting, which is all that's really going on here for the Chilli and Pat theory. So I wanted to take a brief moment to share some of my comments from my previous video that gave me a little bit of enlightenment on perhaps why these affair theories get a little bit of traction with certain individuals. And it all has to do with a mentality some individuals have that I personally don't share. Now, you know how much I love talking about mental health and the inner workings of the mind, so you could imagine I could probably go on this topic for a long time, but to keep it brief, there was a comment here and there from a couple different individuals that were stating that the only reason why males are ever friendly to females are to have romantic relationship.
Bluey's gonna marry Kenzie.
So it's possible this stigma is a major factor into why this theory even came into existence as well, and I'm sure is a major factor into why these type of theories in any community blossoms into what they are. Once again, I feel like this subject is possibly a huge can of worms, so I don't want to get fully into this particular video, since it's a bit of a hard subject to tackle in the scope of this tiny video, but I'm willing to pierce the can a bit for this can of worms, since there isn't a ton of evidence to support this particular theory with Chilli and Pat, so I'm willing to bet this anti-friend mentality is what causes these affair theories to even spring up in the first place. After all, it's not uncommon to form your beliefs based on what has happened to you in the past. So I can't say these individuals are wrong for having these beliefs. I just hope that they can find someone in their life, shown the opposite gender, that treats them with respect and courtesy to help remove this ill belief in others, and helps them to potentially spread not immediate distaste, but positivity into this wonderful show with one of the most beautiful couples in media in Chilli and Bandit.
Do you believe in fairy tales?
Here you go.
Thanks.
See you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Now for the next couple of topics I'd like to cover on the channel, I kind of want to move on to greener pastures. And no, I don't mean Pat's lawn. I mean that I want to move away from these type of negative talks, at least for a little bit. It's fun to do here and there, but I really need to get into doing some more deep dives into the wonderful episodes of Bluey and really the positivity that the episodes spread onto others. So I'm gonna wrap up this short video here. As always, a special thanks to the buddies for supporting me as little as $5 a month to keep making these videos, which are Hogsmeade, Tasuga, Zach Stryker, Zachary Strawmit, Smoky Blue, Tom of Essex, NZ Gorham, Snowy, Fluffpaws, Tyler's from Texas, and Bucktooth19. And if you'd also like to support me, consider becoming a member by clicking the link on the top right or in the comments description. And don't forget to use my special link down below for that special deals from NordVPN. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you buddies have a great day. Bye-bye.